Namaste friends, GyanVeda channel welcomes you for a new video to find out top 3 small cap mutual funds. In this video, you are going to get the detailed analysis how we came to find out the top 3 mutual funds, what are the criteria and how these funds never disappointed any investors over the last 10 plus years. Anyone visited the channel for the first time, I request you to please subscribe, like, share it. Don't forget to press the bell icon so you will get notification for our new videos. In today's video, we are trying to find the top 3 small cap mutual funds. In addition, we will get to know the criteria, what we have used in details. So please watch this video till end. It's always true that sometimes the small things can become very large indeed. This statement is very true with respect to the small cap stocks. So in this video, we'll try to find the best funds to invest for you. Also, we'll analyze the risk pattern, the return, how will be the strategy to invest in these funds. So please don't skip this video in between so you'll get all the details. In small cap mutual funds, normally the fund managers invest in small listed organizations. Listed means those should be available in any of the stock exchanges. As we have seen large cap and mid cap, these are the stocks which are ranked more than 250 in the stock exchanges. So typically we have seen the market capital for these companies are mostly less than the 500 crores. These are most of the times newer companies, small in sizes. In sometimes mutual funds invest in new IPOs also so that they will get the growth potential for these companies. But please keep in mind the risk factor is literally very high in this space. But same time, these funds tend to give you more returns over the long term. What is the nature of these funds? Definitely they will have very high volatility when you see the charts. You can pick any of these mutual funds and see their past 10-15 years performance and you will see the amount of volatility with respect to Nifty 50. But same times always they have given higher returns than Nifty 50, BSE 100, Sensex. And definitely these funds are tend to provide you the faster growth. So when the stock size is small, they often can perform very good way and generate you the wealth which you can beat for inflation. So for whom these mutual funds are typically there? If you are literally long-term investor, you can think of investing in the small cap funds. If you don't panic when the market is down, when it is volatile, then also you can choose the small cap mutual funds. If you want to beat the inflation or create the wealth in the long term, these funds can be a good choice for you. Sometimes some investors want to have a diversified investment. So even in this case, these funds can help you to generate the long-term investment plans. In the small cap, how will be the risk? So this simple thing will explain you. Large cap, they are large in size, fine, but they have less risk. Comparatively, they will have less returns also. Here, the small cap in this bucket tend to give you higher returns than mid cap, but same time the risk is also high. So please always keep this in mind before you invest. When you see there is a bull run in the market, these funds can give you high return, but same times they will represent the high volatility also. Most often, what we have seen historically, these funds will give more returns than large cap and mid cap stocks and mutual funds. What happens when the situation reverses? Suppose the market is falling and it's a bear market. So these funds are found to be more vulnerable compared to the large cap and mid cap because the nature of the stocks are weaker than the large and mid cap. They don't have potential to sustain with the market weakness. Sometimes just with the small news, these funds tend to jump very high or very low also. You can often see these stocks touch to the high or lower circuit volume also. So now what happens? How will we pick the top funds for you? So just let us take the list of the choices. What we have done, we have screened all the small cap funds available in market, and after that we have come up with a list of few funds, and out of that we have chosen top 3 funds for you. So let's look what are these funds. So you can see here. So we have the names like Aditya Birla Sun Life, Axis Small Cap Fund, DSP Small Cap Fund. We have fund from Franklin India. Then HDFC, HSBC also have ICICI Prudential, Kotak Small Cap Fund. We have L&T Emerging Business Fund also. Also we have some funds like Nippon India, which was Reliance earlier. Then Quant, Sundaram and Union Small Caps. So out of these, we'll show how we found out the top 3 funds. Now let's see the last 10-year performance. So we have taken here, friends, the performance of last 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, 5 year, 10 years. Also we have some additional criteria. So when we sorted the performance for these funds for last 10 years, you can see here Nippon India Small Cap Fund is leading with 24% return approximately per year. All these returns are round figured, so you don't see a decimal, but you can check this fund's performance and you will find the returns in the decimal points. So second place is for DSP Kotak Fund and Kotak Fund after that, and from the bottom you can see there are 3 funds where you see just 0%. It's not actually 0, but as these funds did not complete 10 years, so we did not have any 10-year returns for here. Now let's see the 5-year performance, same number of funds. Now we have seen the Nippon India is still leading here. After that, Quant Small Cap Fund came to the second place. Then Axis Small Cap Fund. So you can just, if you want, you can just pause this video for a minute. You can take a look at the complete chart and then move ahead. When we compared last 3-year performance here, so you can see here Quant Small Cap Fund is leading here. Then Axis Small Cap Fund and Kotak Small Cap Fund. In 3 years chart, you can see Aditya Birla Sun Life is showing as last place in this list. It has just given 10% returns, but same time you can see Quant Fund is showing around 81%. How can this be different? Okay, so we'll see this difference. What are the factors that tend to give the different types of returns? When we compare the 2 years returns for these funds, you can see here Quant is at the first, then Kotak and Union Small Cap. Now Franklin India is showing as the last place, but still it has given 32% returns for the last 2 years. 32% is not literally less, friends. So please keep this chart in mind. Now we'll go for the 1-year return comparison. Here if we see Quant Small Cap Fund is ahead of all these funds. You can see more than 100%. So your money has doubled in just 1 year. But same time other funds, they are in the range of 64 to 90%. But we never suggest our viewers to invest in lump sum in such a risky or volatile funds. Instead, you may choose the SIP approach. So what would be the SIP returns for these funds? So we have tried to consider here last 10-year SIP. Suppose you have invested 1,000 per month. So your investment will be for 1,20,000 rupees. And how would be the return approximately? These are returns in lakhs rupees, and your returns may get changed based on the date what you choose for your SIP. So here we can see there is considerable difference between Nippon India and then Kotak. So 4.3 lakhs, friends. So your investment is tripled or more than tripled actually in this 10 years. So same times last 3 funds we don't have this data because these funds were not there for 10 years. Also, you should see that the performance may not be consistent when you invest long term in the SIP. We'll see that also in next slide. Now the time has come to see what are our top 3 funds. So third place is going for DSP Small Cap Fund. Second place is going for Kotak Small Cap Fund. And we can see the winner at the first place is Nippon India Small Cap Funds. We don't say that okay other funds are bad. but these are the top funds as per our criteria or analysis with the research. Let's see the comparative analysis for these three funds. You can see here consistently the Nippon India Small Cap Funds has given the return of 24% approximately over the last 10 years. And same time SIP also it has given very high return. But in the same line Kotak also has given 20% plus return. DSP small cap also 20+% for last 10 years. So whenever you tend to invest in small caps, you will have certain criteria. So you can evaluate that before investing. If you want to invest in small cap funds, you should understand that the risk is very high and not all funds will give the returns in the same percentage because every fund may have different choices for the stocks. That is the reason there could be some stocks will be cyclical, some will be value stocks, some will be multi-bagger over the time. So the performance of each fund can be inconsistent. So we can have some other strategy also how to tackle this inconsistency. So you can be with the channel and we have many such videos on the channel. So you can visit the channel or put your questions in the comment box. Now, how will be the tax calculated for? As the small cap funds mostly are in the equity bracket, it will have short-term capital gain if you invested for less than 12 months, that is for 15%. And if it is long-term investment for more than 12 months, you will have 10% with some exemptions. So there will be some exemptions and we have a separate video also how we calculate the income tax for mutual fund investment. So please visit the channel or subscribe so you will get that video also. What will be the strategy to invest in small cap mutual funds? You should always analyze your risk ability. The right tenure need to be chosen. You should be aware what is the goal you are investing it for. Always SIP is the best option to invest in small cap because of the risk. STP can be used when you have some lump sum amount you can put into debt fund and then move into STP gradually. Diversification is always a good choice to invest in any of the funds. So we will have other videos also, so you can put this in the comment box. So GyanVeda will come up with many such videos for your happy investing. So please don't forget to subscribe, like, share and press the bell icon so you will get notification. Thanks for watching. Happy investing. Dhanyavad.